As a growing startup, we have been looking for a team that who can grow with our technical demands, and we can have enough dedicated team members who can execute it on our idea and development strategy that we have. So, with the help of Citronity, we started establishing our core team for creating our first MVP, and from there we grow our on-demand team, and we hired more teams from the Citronity team to uh, advance our technology and also expand our business. So that's the challenge that they help us very well, and I suggest everyone who are considering to start in a startup will start with the Citronity expert team and help them start growing their first product with them. And as they are growing, the good news is that the Citronity team can expand with their demand and their growth, which is very convenient. And you don't have to always think about, okay, what happens if I get bigger accounts, if I need to do this. So that flexibility is a key. We started our work with the Citronity when we were trying to establish our first team to create our MVP in a short time. And after we presented our MVP and got our first contract, we started growing our team on the Citronity side, and they helped us with uh, more resources on our front end, our back end, and as our complexity of our system got more got bigger. Essentially, we have been able to working with them, to do some training and also bring some new resources to do some refactoring of our, core code. And that was very great experience because we have done a multiple reiteration, and as a team which are very dedicated to us, which were in the past, if we were trying to do it with a multiple contractor, it is a very hard task to do because it takes time to people to understand the code. So it was very helpful to use this flexibility and extra capabilities that team had to use in the different phases of our growth, and that's what we really like. And that's I basically see the strengths of having a team as a service, which is allowing you to define to tackle new challenges and without worrying about recruitment of the new talents and the training of them, because the Citronity team took care of that, and that's very helpful. The main benefit of working with the Citronity team is that they have a comprehensive full services from the back-end development, front-end development, architecture design, illustration, UX. So the good part of being partner of Citronity is that you as a startup, you may not need a full-time resources on all of these tasks. Sometimes you need more of some of them, or you have a short-term project, which just makes it real hard, to basically uh, find the resources. And most importantly, when even you find the resources, it usually takes time for that new resources to come and join for a couple of months, learn, and then you basically asking them to do that task. So when we work with the Citronity, the good news is that when we had even a short-term project, since many of these team members have worked in the past with each other, so the onboarding of these short-term resources for special projects have been very fast, and the outcome of those new additional persons are coming to you very faster than if you want to hire someone from an external team who haven't worked with your team and needs a lot of training. So that flexibility of bringing additional resources when it's needed and adding to your team and having a person who knows to how to work with this team for a short term for a special project provide us a lot of benefits and helped us to take care of many small and bigger projects that otherwise we couldn't uh, attack ourselves because we wouldn't have any resources to hire those people, or it doesn't justify the cost. The things that impressed me the most is the commitment of the Citronity management team to deliver high quality services and their investment in the success of their customers. So they're bringing every resources they have to make sure that the team that they dedicated to you are aligned with the goals of your company and they have all the resources they need to achieve that goal. So that's very important because there's always challenges when you're working with an external team who are not aligned with your goals and their incentives are not aligned, or their culture are not aligned with your culture as a growing startup team who have a very aggressive, ambitious goals, and those external teams are trying to bring excuses. Oh no, this is not part of our contract. It is after hours. We don't have this that. But the team that the Citronity team management team has built have all the mentality and the right culture to support you as a startup to reach success, and that's the most I would say impressive thing about the Citronity team, which I makes me to recommend them to other organizations to use their services and their team, because that's very hard to find, in out there in general, not only in the external contractors. It is very hard to find a dedicated professional team that are willing to do a great job and spending all the resources they have to make sure that you're successful because they see your success as their success. As I mentioned before, the Citronity team is very professional. The management of the Citronity has been doing a long this type of projects for a long time, so they have seen a different projects and challenges that are coming uh, in a growing startups and in the fast-paced works. So they are coming always with some good advices, and they understand that the challenges that you go through as a founder, since they have been founders before and they have worked with the multiple founders in their this current job and their previous companies. So that's really helpful because they are coming always with the perspective of helping you as a partner, not as a vendor, and trying to see how they can share what they learn from the previous experiences and previous projects to help you to be successful and avoid some of the mistakes that usually happen in this work, because and that's very valuable. Yeah, as I explained, there are multiple reasons I'm of suggesting the Citronity team to other teams. Their flexibility, their professional manners, their commitment to your success. They're all the very good reasons that you want to partner with the Citronity team, and that's why I'm suggesting anyone who's looking to have an extended team or have a team as a service to work with the Citronity team, so they can work together and build a bigger team essentially to achieve their startup organization goals.